Hello and welcome back to the GCLR episode 56 and the press launch of the 448 fully fitted freight. The General Manager, Mr. Di Sydney Medwin, is on his way, and there's a special press launch today for the new freight service coming off the branch that we mentioned in the previous episode, and here we see him on his way to the station. Completely oblivious that the General Manager is coming, they're all standing about gossiping on the station, and after a suitable conversation by Di, they all stand to attention. Bruin and Leo from the pub hand over a hamper that contains nice food and some champagne, as there is a special press launch taking place down the branch. As always, media aren't allowed down there, but we'll get to see the effects of that shortly. After dropping off the General Manager's saloon down the branch line, Bert on Bulldog comes back to the station and stops very briefly to have a word with the station staff. Well, you weren't expecting that, were you? And drives off, laughing his head off. Having been told by the General Manager to have a tidy up round the station, they were also told by Bert and Bulldog that there's a special press event taking place down the branch line, and Alan, the steam locomotive, has been specially polished for the occasion and is on his way. Goodness, he has had a polish, and the brasswork glistens really nice in the afternoon sun. You may remember in the previous episode, and we'll put a link to that up at the top, that we were getting some new wagons for this special freight train that's going to run off the branch. Today's the press launch for it, and you're about to see the wagons now they've all been painted up. And here comes the press launch of the 448 fully fitted freight. And don't these wagons just look splendid? On the back is the General Manager, and he's got a couple of invited guests in there, and they're supping champagne while they celebrate the launch of the new service. Coming up is some close-ups of the wagons, just so you can see how beautiful they really are. And you don't say beautiful about wagons very often, do you? So why are we calling it the 448 fully fitted freight? Well, those that know us know we're a big fan of British transport films, and those produced by Mr. Edgar Ansty. And Fully Fitted Freight is one of the absolute classics of that series. This train will run every Monday to Friday and will depart down the sidings at 4:48. We'll just take a quick view of the train going up Fungal Bank, which is no problem today, before the freight train goes in the sidings, and there's some shunting activity going on which changes the formation of the train. The afternoon sun has made the press event really special, and the freight train looks absolutely glorious. But it's coming to an end, as Di Sydney Medwin takes all the directors off to a posh hotel where they sit down for dinner. And here we see the train just going up Fungal Bank for one last time. The wagons head off to the Butterley Garden Railway, where there's a smaller low-key event taking place, back to the manufacturers so they can see what has happened to the wagons with their new gleaming paintwork. Station team take one last look at the wagons before they head off to Butterley, and they'll end up in the pub no doubt. Wagons run really well over the Butterley Garden Railway, and we'll start to bring this video to a close. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. You now understand what the 448 fully fitted freight is about, and if you get a moment, have a look for it on the internet because it's a wonderful film. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Do let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio.